Yeah,
for
that's
new
in
residents.
New
That's
resident
really,
packet.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they get, and I've got, well, I'll talk to you at the meeting about it, but I've got updated letters and stuff
Good.
from the various, some of the various
Nice, nice, nice.
places, to include in that. All right, so Walton Hills Information Committee meeting, excellent. Live. All right, there's nobody watching.
No, I can't believe it. Not even my
think.
wife. I'll wait till
They'll
I
watch
see her.
it down the
Yeah.
road. A lot of people wait.
She
and,
was baking cookies,
Oh,
more cookies.
so you
she'd
could
say.
go home to cookies and hot tea.
That's what I was having, hot tea all day. Hot tea with honey. I drink that a lot though, in the wintertime.
All right, good evening, everybody. This is December 16th, 2025 at 6 PM. This is the Village of Walton Hills Information Committee meeting. All three members are here, Fred Nielsen, Diane Canzoni, and myself, Brian Spitznagel. One thing I don't have on, well, I'll do it under other business, is that if you had, did you have a chance to read over the minutes from our last meeting, and that was June 17th? If you didn't, it's no big deal. I was gonna ask for a motion to approve those minutes, but if not,
Did we
it's no
get a
big deal.
copy of those?
Yeah, I emailed them.
Oh, on the email.
Everybody. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then I read it on the email. Okay.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Why don't you take your time and read it, and
Mhm.
we can do it at a COW meeting.
Okay.
No big deal. And if you can't find it, I'll just email it back to you.
Mhm.
Actually, I have it here, and I can, well, I got all my notes on here for today, but I can make a copy.
I believe I
of it.
read it from my phone.
I'm
Mhm.
sure you did, yeah,
Mhm.
because
Go ahead, go ahead.
no, that's all right.
I just wanted to ask you, did you get the email from me for this meeting? Is it posted?
What email? From you for
From
this
me-
meeting?
From you? Did you send out another email?
Last week.
or no?
I
Just
just
last
had the
week?
one from last
I
week.
sent the one,
Yeah.
the original one, it was a
Mhm.
week and a half ago,
Okay,
Yeah.
something
okay,
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I have
so,
that one.
because I was, a lot of times we send it, another one like the day before.
Oh,
and
a
when-
reminder.
A reminder, and,
Oh,
and I was looking and I just so it
yeah,
wasn't.
no, that was the only one I
Okay,
sent.
good,
Mhm.
good, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, just so it wasn't just missing is all, that's all I was going after.
Okay. So, the first item on the agenda is the village directory. My glasses. So the latest quote we have is, and I'm expecting this quote to go up a little bit. He fudged it because I told him I was, and he's very accommodating, the man. I told him that, we're not, it's going to take us a while, just like last time.
Right.
And this is $2,755.20. So I figure $2,800, maybe $3,000, somewhere in that range to do this. And we had ordered, I believe it was 1,200 of them. I believe. 12,
You have quantity, 1,200.
1,200, yeah, it was 1,200 books. Because this has this quote on it, has the double print, the black and white, that's the cover, I believe. So, when we last spoke, we had talked about the pricing and the ad pricing, whether we wanted to increase it or not, and we had talked about the quarter page ad was probably too small. We were thinking about maybe putting a quarter page ad in there. We didn't have one in the last directory, but we thought that we took a look at it and thought that would be too small. We realized from the last book, ads, we received a total of $1,575 for the ads, and seven of them were half-page ads. One was on the inside back cover, one was on the outside back cover. And so the net printing cost to the village was $765.
Which really was not bad at all.
No.
I mean, that's,
You know, obviously the book is gonna cost us a little more money to do, but we've got some new businesses in the village that hadn't bought an ad. We've got 2 new businesses over there in the Ford property.
Right.
You know, and Mr. Nielsen at the last meeting stated that we should send a more personalized letter to Cardinal Health, and we should probably do the same with Great Day also for that, and I think that's a great idea to do that. So I can get with
does
I can get with-
Mary type them up, or?
I can get with Mary and we can type something up, and it's nothing that needs to be voted on, so we could send a draft out, you know, to the mayor and to the committee, and then see how we like it, and then forward that on.
Oh, Brian, I believe, this affordable mulch. I think
They're not in the
They're
village.
gone, right.
They're in Twinsburg now.
Yeah. I mean, they might want to still do a half a page just to keep their name
Yeah,
and phone
I
number with us.
call them, yeah, I still frequent them.
That's why I wouldn't mind you taking, you know, I'll take the book over and, with Savarino's.
Yeah, Savarino's does
They
it too.
deliver a lot in Walton Hills.
Oh,
Yeah, they do.
So-
I bought
So
stuff
what
from
was the
them.
full page for the back?
300, oh, the back page?
Yeah,
Full out,
300. Oh, no,
400.
back cover was 400,
400?
but yeah,
He might
Right.
be willing to do that,
mhm.
because I know he delivers it out of Walton Hills.
yeah, and then the other full pages are 300.
So, well,
Mhm.
just a thought, I mean, just, yeah, because I kind of use that as, you know, look what affordable mulch,
Mm-hmm.
so.
Mm-hmm. I'm just writing the notes. To Cardinal Great Day.
There's a lot of
did-
these that are not
I'm
in.
sorry.
A lot of these are not actually in the village.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
correct.
it is like the closest floral shop. right
Well,
up the
exactly,
road.
and I'm
Yeah.
sure some of the local restaurants wouldn't mind advertising,
Mhm.
or, you know, I don't know, whoever else, but yeah. I think we should definitely go outside of the village too.
Like Leslie Johnson, I know her very well,
Mhm.
VFW member, but, yeah,
Okay.
but, yeah, there's a lot of them that aren't in the village.
We have to figure out who's going to be calling these people, or going into businesses that aren't there. I know Jennifer Allen did, for that, she did some of those, she
In
did some
person to bring the
canvassing.
letter.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't mind
Um,
going to some of them, or Freddie and I could do it together,
Yeah, we
and,
could-
all right, you volunteered.
well,
Don't
I'm
you
just
know the
saying-
first rule?
I mean, we could go, yeah, well, I'm volunteering Freddie to come with
That-
me, but if we
That,
went
don't
to,
answer your phone on a weekend.
no, I'm just saying, Freddie, if we went, well, this would be during the week.
Yeah,
You know, you went to the floral shop, then go to the pizza shop right
Yeah.
next door. You
Right.
never know,
oh, yeah.
Right,
you know, something like that.
Exactly.
You know, so we should.
you got a
have-
bunch of shops right on Old Eight there with the
Mhm.
bakery and,
Mhm.
the,
Sweeties, the candy place, isn't there a candy place right there when you, by the racetrack?
Well,
right?
that's cake and candy, that's
Cake and
my
candy.
That's
niece,
cake and
but-
candy.
Yeah, but even
They-
them,
yeah.
they might want to
They would do
advertise,
it.
they get a lot of business from the village.
Yeah.
So certainly, we would
Yeah, like,
stop
I mean,
there.
right
Yeah.
there, that's,
Mhm.
then there's the new marijuana place, we could get that, maybe a full page, double full page.
Yeah, big leaf.
They could just buy the whole book for us?
Exactly,
Yeah,
I'm
just
sure
what we
they,
need, right?
I'm sure they're flush with cash.
Like that wouldn't be on Channel 8.
Yeah.
We were gonna talk about,
Okay.
increasing the prices possibly for the ads. Has any thought been given to that, or do we wanna keep them the same? But, you know, in the last time we spoke, Miss Allen again brought up to tell these people, it's not just for a year. These books hang around
For a
for
couple years.
at
yes.
least, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Chairman, I really feel that the pricing is really reasonable, and I would rather stay at that price.
Okay.
Because I think we can get more advertising at this lower
And
price.
that's fine, yeah.
If we go out, if Fred comes with me, and we go out to these people, I mean, because if I
Okay.
don't know them, maybe he knows them, and we could
Yeah.
get,
Well,
you know, more
yeah, he can
advertising
schmooze
is the
them.
trick to it.
He can schmooze them real good. He's a schmoozer.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what was the biggest trick is selling people stuff, that, they were getting nothing back. That was when, for Walsh Jesuit, for the high school.
Mm.
So getting them to donate stuff that, you know, some of them were just open up, you know, say, yeah, here's, you know, and then there's others, you know, took some work,
Oh, well,
but it's, yeah,
Okay.
if you really wanted to push this book, I mean,
The MGM might, or who, they might want to put an ad in there, or they may, just for commu, they don't need to put an ad, but
No.
just for community, to help the community and
you
stuff.
know, you got a new company coming.
I know, but still, they may,
Wonder if we could
what's,
contact
what's,
them.
it's
for-
worth giving them a letter and asking.
yeah,
Yeah, the new company, you might wanna let
Oh,
them know
sure.
that they're coming in.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
I think keeping the price at this reasonable cost, our small businesses,
Yeah,
trees, landscaping, all that type in the village, I think they would definitely, a half a page,
yeah,
to get their name, their phone number, you know.
yeah,
in
that's
there.
fine, that's very
Mhm.
reasonable, okay.
That outside back cover, that's, you know, that's a one shot. You
Yeah,
know, we might wanna go Cardinal Health with this.
may, Try 'em.
Give them the shot at that, you know,
yeah,
cause that's like, or the inside, I don't know if you even consider,
It does say the inside front, which we don't have in
yeah,
here,
there
on the
used to
inside
be
front.
somebody on there, like the book before had somebody, I believe.
Hopefully a local business,
And it
somebody
didn't-
right
yeah.
here. I mean, we have residents that live here and their businesses are here, so.
Right,
You
I know
they may want that one.
catering businesses, and,
Mhm.
you know, I've, one that comes to the top of my mind, I won't mention the name,
Mhm, Right.
but, you know, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Electricians, there are electricians, we're doing the stuff at our house, there's, painters, there's, people put up the wall, drywallers and stuff like
Mhm.
that. There's all kinds of people in the village that maybe we can put like in the Journal and in the Owl, hey, if you have a local
Yeah.
business and you want to advertise in the directory,
Right.
maybe that's a good idea too.
Yeah, to look at that list.
Diane, we
Mhm.
won't even have to
Mhm.
go out, he's got 500 different companies working over there.
No, but that, well, we'll have to go over there for coffee. Talk to every one of them, because it's personalizing it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's what, you know, makes it
Yeah,
successful, to get the businesses to help us out and we help them out.
right,
I think the prices are more than reasonable. I mean,
right.
Mhm.
Because there are some people that, if you're in any of those community Walton Hills, it's not an official website, but Walton Hills sites, you know, on Facebook.
Mhm.
There are a few people that advertise on there, hey, if you need this or whatever, landscaping, or you need, so they would reach more people in our
In the
directory
village, yeah.
in the village, because a lot of people don't
Right.
don't use that social media. So, or at least the ones in the village. Journal. Okay,
And did it get passed out last time? Did you have the owl put it in their
we had the owl.
bag? Do it
We
one
had
month?
the owl, and we can
Or-
talk to them again. There is an issue with that, and they did it, we were supposed to pay them, and I don't believe they ever got paid.
Mhm.
So we can talk to Ms. Allen as a representative of the owl.
Because we
And-
need to get the advertising in there for the residents to make changes.
Exactly.
So
And
that-
last we spoke was, do we want to make it a leaf, or, just a page in the owl, or an insert, a free insert, so people see it?
And they can turn it in easier to the white mailbox.
I mean, it'd probably
What
be
do you
nothing
think?
for the
Yeah,
village
I think so. I
to
mean,
print up,
right,
how many households, 700 of these, they can do it in a little bit. I think that would be a good idea.
I think we're at 980,
Households, 980?
I believe.
is that what it's at now?
I thought so, something like that.
Close to 1,000.
Mhm.
I always tell everybody 1,000. It's so
Right, close
it's,
enough.
you know.
Well, there's always someone building.
Yeah. Okay, so we decided, that's fine with me, so we're good with just doing a regular insert.
Mm-hmm.
Insert. Now, I printed this because, we got, last time that went out, we got very few responses. We didn't get all that many. So I think maybe doing the single sheet would be better. And some people actually, now there's nothing that we can do, but I know one person complained, there's always got to be somebody complaining, but they complained because somebody had passed away and he was in
In
the
the-
directory.
Still in there,
And it's
right.
like,
Mhm.
Right.
unless the family
Request.
specifically tells us,
Right.
I mean, I can't, it is what it is, and I know Diane Canzoni, not Diane, Lisa Canzoni, she keeps up with the stuff,
Mhm.
so
As we
I,
have a new resident.
yeah, so I had spoken to her and Mary about coordinating and seeing, what the database, if there's any names on there that Lisa knows through her database are.
Mhm.
And I believe at one point Lisa was starting to share her database with Mary. So I will confirm with Mary on that, so maybe we can get some more up-to-date, accurate information.
Mhm. Yeah, they may have more time to work on it after the new year.
Right,
Yeah, my mom's still in here.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, I just saw it there now. Didn't even realize it.
yeah, so,
Yeah, so there's changes to be made, or if it's a house where there's no one in it, you could leave the address there, but,
right, well, what I'm
Have a
thinking
name.
is including in this mail, or the leaflet, whatever you want to call it, this letter, maybe including something, if a star or something, if you have a relative or somebody that is in the village that is deceased, and you'd like to ensure they're no longer included, fill this out, and to disclude them from the
Yeah.
yeah, if they
From
would
the-
do that. Mm-hmm.
from the book. I mean, we can word it in a way.
Well, I was reluctant to put my phone number in here, and I think since this has been out, I've had maybe 4 calls. And it's usually people questioning things.
I haven't even had that, really.
Well,
I've had a couple.
canceled the house phone, and then when I came on console, I put it back. So now I canceled it again, because if anyone gets a hold of me, most people have my cell phone, or
Right.
they call City Hall here and,
Yeah.
I get it, through our phone system,
Right.
Well,
the messages. So
Brian-
it really works fine that way.
Brian and myself, we were laughing because our phones for the village, that we have I've had 2 phone calls in all the years that I've been on.
Really? Oh. no,
On
okay.
that.
I
on
get
that-
more than that.
On that phone,
Mm-hmm,
I've had 2 calls.
okay.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
you want me to call you?
Yeah.
Make sure your
But-
phone number's working? Maybe they send it to
But
mine.
Yeah, remember we were talking, Brian, we says that we should check our phones and
Make
there
sure
was-
that-
I don't, yeah, I check it and nobody calls me.
not me, and I forget to check it because there's never anything on there.
I think you're right. People have my cell phone number and they'll text me or whatever.
Or they show up at your front door.
Or they, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I've only had, and they've all been, well, one person he called, I should say 4 calls, because he called me 4 times, but
Okay.
he's no longer with us.
Okay, so I'll get with, Mary, maybe we can put some wording in there of some sort that if you have a relative that is deceased and you would no longer like them
Yeah,
in the book to help us out and remove their name. Maybe put a different section down there, a smaller section, I don't know. So they've got options here, or not options, but notes for the following. Your phone number will not be printed unless you provide it. Your phone number is currently in the directory and you would like it removed, write removed on the phone number line. The directory will be used for the convenience of our residents only, so it will not be posted on our website. It's the next bullet, and no email addresses will be published. They will be for village use only. So, anybody think of anything else we should include in that, or not include? Now, this does say the addresses of all residents who moved into the village after 2020, so it'll be after, they'll change that date.
right.
Directory was published, will be included unless we are notified otherwise.
Yeah, the 2023.
Yeah,
So I think this should go in the journal too, because since their name is by default is going to be listed,
correct.
they should have every opportunity
Yeah.
to,
Can we also post that on the
on the
village
website. Sure.
That way, we're just kind of covering our bases, that's all.
Right.
That's one more, if it's in the journal, it's on the website, I mean, I don't know how much more we can do to,
Yeah, we should be able to squeeze it in here
yeah.
somewhere
Oh, yeah,
to
Mary will,
get it listed.
Mary will get it.
But we need to do it for like 2 months, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, at least,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
While we're getting advertisers, we can do it for 3 months,
Mhm.
and then send it out to print.
if we had it put in the owl, would we have to pay for it? Or would
If-
that go under a service? Because
We'd have to give them money for the delivery, this letter, because we're gonna do it as a separate sheet, as an insert.
But it's still time consuming to
Yes,
tuck it in.
we'd have to, I would expect to pay, give something to the owl to do that.
Okay, now
Yeah.
that's all,
Yeah, and I'll get with Jennifer and
Because
ask.
that's 3 different ways to contact them, I mean,
Right, right. So, all right, so, does anybody have anything else on that? I'll get with Jennifer and Mary on that, on the wording, and then we'll send out a draft for the committee for you to
Mhm.
look at. Again, no vote is required, just say, hey, that looks good, or it doesn't. So then, excuse me, the next, what's listed in the directory is the Walton Hills Social and Civic Organizations. And these are basically, like the Women's Club, they did give me, new wording
Okay, good.
but it's long for the Women's Club. I don't know if it will fit in there. So I was gonna my idea was to put the new wording of the longer description that was submitted by Mrs. Perchinsky in our new resident packet and on the website. Actually, as a matter of fact, it is on the website now. But include this,
The full 2 paragraphs are on the
Yes.
website? Okay.
that's
Okay.
on, and I didn't read that on the website, but
Mhm.
Mary, when Mrs. Perchinsky, because I had asked her if she would write something or wanted to update it, and she said, sure, and this is what she sent me, and as a matter of fact, she thanked us all for putting it on the website, because somebody then did contact her about, I think there was a deceased person that they did a repass for, or something like that. So we have the 50-plus club, Historical Resource Center, the Lake Club. Now, the Lake Club did also send me something new, and that was through Sean McCormick. And I can ask, since we have a new president, I can ask him, maybe he'll be here tonight, if he wants to look this over, and that will go in the new resident packet also.
Okay.
Okay, now they used 2 pictures here. I didn't print them out in color, but they used one. The one on the right is from the winter. I don't know why they would pick a winter
Yeah.
picture. But, and I asked the previous president about that, and she says, that's okay. I was like, okay. So maybe he wants to include something else that would be included in the new resident packet. Also, we have, of course, the OWL and the Women's Club. We have, if you page back for the new resident packet, the Recreation Department wrote something new for us to include in the new resident packet, so that's going to be included. And also, we've got, now this is just the wording, but we're going to, I think Fred has a picture for the Model A Club. You know the Model A Club?
Yeah, I have a few pictures.
Yeah, if you could like forward me or text it to me, and then I can,
Sure. I think I still have.
and that way we can include this in there.
I kept a few, I think,
And
I-
this for the directory or for the new resident?
The new
Or both.
for the new resident. The directory, I thought about this for the new residents, I'm sorry, for the directory. The directory is labeled Walton Hills Civic Organizations. So the Model A Club, also, we'll put something in there. Mr. Harkai sent me something about for the radio control car
Okay.
thing. But that's not a Walton Hills Civic Organization, neither is the Model A Club. So I thought, now if you can change my mind, of leaving those 2 out, because they're open to everybody.
Okay,
The Walton Hills Civic Clubs are only open to people
residents.
that are residents
You're
of
right.
Walton Hills. So if that's okay, we'll keep those 2 for the new resident packet. Okay, is that good? All right. Anything left on that? All good on that? We'll, I'll work on that, we'll get that, excuse me, squared away. Let's see what other things I have here. I'm gonna backtrack to the directory, if you don't mind. Last time we met, and I wanna confirm, I believe Diane Canzoni, said don't put, which I believe we agreed. Right now, the members, committee members, of the names of the committee members were listed in the directory. And the idea was don't, put the committees in there, but not the members, because those change more than the directories do.
Exactly.
We're all good with that?
Yes.
Good evening, Mayor.
How you doing, everybody?
Good.
Good.
And the same thing with the boards and commissions and things like that, because those change, more than the directory does. So we'll list the Tax Incentive Review Committee as a board and, blah, 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 all that stuff. The Zoning Board of Appeals, but we won't put the names there. But we will keep the names of the administration, like you said,
Yes.
and that's a good idea, so people know who they're calling.
Here was the Model 8 Club. That was at the park.
Okay.
That's his last time, so I know I have some more. But
And the only other thing I have,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's nice.
was I wrote a note down from last time was, the talking, about the written material given to new businesses, like we do for the residents. And I still have to get with the mayor and Tom Jordan to see if that, we don't have many businesses moving in here, but when we do, it would be nice to give them something that tells them about the community they just moved into, I would think.
Right.
So I think it's a good idea to we can get with the mayor and Tom Jordan and see. Do you know if Tom, speaking of Tom, does he make it a point to go visit the businesses on a
I don't
basis?
think, no.
I don't think he does.
I don't think
no.
so either. I think that's a different subject, but
Yeah, the way he always talks, he knows about them.
yeah.
He finds out, the ins and outs, but he doesn't personally go.
I think that might be something another committee might wanna, it would be nice. Wouldn't, you were a business owner, wouldn't you have liked somebody to?
Well, the Chamber of Commerce always came by because they want you to be a member.
Right,
So that was one thing, as having a business, that
Right.
person showed up like clockwork.
yeah,
But no one from Brooklyn Heights, unless it was the building inspector or
Right.
the fire chief coming to do their fire inspection. We never saw anyone else,
yeah. Would
And that
you
was
have-
30 years in Brooklyn Heights.
Would you have appreciated someone coming in
Yeah,
and saying, hey, how can we?
Probably, yeah.
I'm so-and-so from Brooklyn Heights, or from so-and-so from Walton Hills.
I mean, I knew all of them
What can
because
we-
they purchased from
Yeah,
me, so
yeah.
they, they used
Yeah.
to see my face in their building, but yeah, that probably
I
would have
think
been.
it's just a good, and we're getting off tangent here, because it's not the information committee, but I think kinda is, it's information given to businesses about the community. I think it's a kind of a good idea to do, even if it's a 5-minute, hey, meet and greet.
Well, even to let them know, because we
Here's-
had mentioned in the past about the recreation, that having the event center. If they
Yes.
had a luncheon or some kind of business meeting, they could
Yes.
rent the event center for that during the day
Yes.
or evening,
I really wanna
that's-
see that used for that stuff. We've got all the audio, video equipment over there. It's a nice banquet hall. It's got
Yes.
the kitchen. I really wanna see that used for that type of stuff.
To add that to it, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll get on that stuff. Does anybody have, village website, if I could just speak about the village website. Does anybody have any issues with the website or any, I do have one issue, well, I have a couple issues with it, but anything that somebody like either complained to you or said, hey, that's great, or what?
The only comments I've had is they like it. It's easy-
Yeah, they go on there to look at the calendar and
It's easy to
and
get around
find.
and, yep. So,
The one, somebody posted on one of those, sites, that they were looking for a form and couldn't find it. So I got on there, I just happened to look and I got on there and I couldn't find it either.
Oh,
I'm like, well, if I can't find it, I
may
can
not
see
be
why.
there.
Yeah, well, it was, but you have to, and I called Lisa, and Lisa says, well, you have to scroll down. When you get on the computer or your iPad or something, one thing I noticed was the picture of the Walton Hills of the Village Hall shows up real big, and you actually have to scroll down
Yeah.
a little bit to see what's underneath it. And underneath it are 4 dots or whatever, and one of them is forms. And I was looking in the building department, and one thing, and I couldn't find forms for the building department, and they should be, you should be able
To
to.
reach them either way.
Exactly, reach them either way, and I know Rob and Lisa, they are working on that, and they're working on making sure all their forms are updated and all that stuff. But one thing I did notice, and I'm gonna talk to Mary, cause she's kind of our liaison person to the revised people. If there's a way that they could like make that picture of the village hall a little bit, bring it up or make it a little bit smaller, so you say, when you click on it, all you see is the village hall. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, now what do I do? and then you gotta start, it's not, oh, there's information below there. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Well,
or-
I'm on my phone, so no matter what page I'm looking at,
You
I
have
have
to
to
scroll.
scroll, because you're looking from your phone.
Okay. It
So
just seems like-
I'm just in the
and then you-
habit of that.
Yeah, then you click on another page and there's the village hall, and then you gotta scroll, even if you're on the computer, you have to scroll down, it's like, okay, I get it.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's something they could do, maybe not.
They might be able
just-
to, for the front page, yeah, scale it.
Yeah,
And make it
scale
all
it a
fit
little bit,
one.
yeah.
They might.
So that's what they're working on, and I'll get with, Mary on that. So that's all I have on the website. Actually, somebody I know couldn't find the calendar because he had to scroll down to see it.
Okay, right, you gotta go way
You
down.
gotta scroll down to see it. It's not like you open up the village website and it's kind of, the main important information kind of hits you right there. I can understand if you're on your phone.
Yeah, I can see that on, yeah.
Yeah, try it. See, you know, have you been on the website on your computer lately, Fred?
Not
Yeah.
lately.
Try it and see what you think.
Yeah,
Or
when
have Terry try it.
When I went on there and when I did use it, I mean, I thought it was, but I really didn't pay attention that it was anything hard to find or anything
Try
like
to
that.
find,
Right.
try to find something. Try to
Okay.
find like a form.
Okay,
Or pretend like you're,
Okay.
just a resident looking for a fence permit
Yeah,
or
okay.
something, or do I need a permit for a
Okay,
fence, or
okay.
something like
yeah,
that, and
just to
see,
see what it, how,
just try to navigate it and
Yeah.
then get back with me, and we'll,
when we first did it and put it together, I would go on there and went through and.
oh, I know you did, yeah.
It seemed like it was, you know, so,
Let me see if there's any questions over
and
here.
I did have a couple people say to me that they liked it.
Oh, it's much better than it was.
Oh,
Yes,
I'll
oh, it's
tell you
definitely
that.
improved.
There
But there's
are,
always room for more improvement if a resident
Yeah,
has a
I just
question
haven't
or
had
a
any
problem,
complaints
you
at
know,
all. I
we
mean,
would work
Yeah.
on it.
no one's has said,
I'm probably the main complainer.
and I really
No,
don't
but a lot of it got
care.
fixed, because there was a lot with the event center and things in the beginning,
Oh,
you know,
Yeah.
to change and correct.
We have 7 million views. No. We beat out the Tonight Show.
That's
Yeah.
more than, yeah, everyone in Ohio. Okay.
So,
If we had 38 views, we'd probably beat out the Tonight Show.
We might in like 2 weeks. We might.
yeah,
People
so,
do look at it later.
we, that's all I have. Does anybody else have anything else for the meeting tonight? We'll get that stuff that we mentioned, and I'll have a status report for you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I did want to say one thing, Brian. Make sure you put 2026 on there, or maybe even 27 if we move real slow.
Well, the only other thing is what happens after January 1st, and if we're not the committee, you know, we
It'll still-
started
It'll be-
this,
yeah,
it'd
we'll-
be.
It'll still,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll-
Yeah, I
we'll,
mean, that's,
it'll, yeah, it'll continue.
There's going to be nobody want this committee.
All right, so all in favor of, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting, please?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn our information committee meeting on December 16th, 2025.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Motion by Diane Canzoni, second by Fred Nielsen. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, I'll say aye, 2, 3
Mhm.
ayes. Approve, and that ends the Information Committee meeting of December 16th, 2025. Thank you, everybody, for watching.